Hello and welcome back to Spyro the Dragon. Last time we went through Treetops, my favorite level. Today we're going to be fighting the boss, whose name is Metalhead. We have to confront him and kill him. So yeah, going up here, ooh, it seems like we have quite a lot of stuff. Yeah. So these guys have extra protection now. This is a boss level after all. So that guy kind of fell off. Yeah. One day I'm gonna get multiple, like, of those gem thingies at once. Uh-oh. Die. I can hear the one-up thing somewhere. Oh, you hear that? Oh, it's up there. Okay. Oh, that was a mistake. There was a little guy thrown somewhere. It is kind of funny how they just throw other enemies into you. This was seen before with some other enemies, but these guys are quite a bit derpier. For instance, over here, right? Kind of annoying how you can't run into those guys, but it's literally a game mechanic. No. I think the gems somehow still got collected. Okay, so we are supposed to go now to this guy. We've rescued Sadiki.
This big robot is all charged up to meet you. Attacking the power pole should disrupt its power supply.
And that is exactly what we have to do. Mess with its power supply. Yeah, we can see him in there, right? Look at him. So evil, foreboding, and also evil. So within this boss fight, he's gonna throw shit at us, and we need to break the power poles while they're green. If they're red, we get shocked. We can also get him to break his own stuff. In this case, he shot himself and ran away. But we can freely go up here really quickly to collect some of the treasure. You know, maybe if he turned all this treasure into enemies, he would be a bit more difficult. Now, this is where shit gets kinda real. Whoops, yeah. Do not hit them when they're red. You can hit them when they're... Oh, I could have hit that one. Yeah. And there we go. And Metalhead is dead. Yeah, the bosses are a bit of a pushover. Those frogs were way more difficult. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Spyro! Okay, we're good. Doesn't die to the boss, dies through the slight platforming section a second later. Yeah, that would have been funnier. Oh, that's a chest which I don't have the key for. Don't worry, we're gonna find the key for you somewhere. So, overall, here's the little fortress at the end. Yeah, there's our path home. But, if you're not aware, it's not about heading home. It's about collecting everything on the way to home. We need to... There's, 500 treasure in the level, and, only one dragon. And you can actually see the eggs. We have all the eggs so far. So yeah, we need to collect the treasure. Story-wise, there's a guy called Gnasty Gnorc who's hideous. And once the dragons reminded him that he was hideous, he sent off a power something. And basically everyone except Spyro got turned into a big dragon statue. And it is now on Spyro to save the world. Oh god. Kid named Finger. So yeah. Oh god. Metalhead as a stage, I do like it. It's not my favorite, that's still Treetops. But, it is still a really fun stage. I like the, kinda non-linear stages a lot. Like, for instance, I don't know. Because this is more of a collectathon-ish sort of game. Something like Mario, for instance. Adding, like, collectathon stuff is, not something that a lot of people would enjoy. I mean, have you seen, like, the 100... If you've seen, like, the blue coins, a lot of people dislike that. Come on. Just in case I die. The thing is, a lot of times, you're gonna run into a specific bottleneck where the game kinda ceases being fun if it's not really meant for collecting. Like, in Mario games, like, even 3D ones, you know, having sorta... It's like how in, you know, collecting would need to be secondary. Here, it's basically the thing you do to progress. If this game was just, like, running from... Like, if you played Spyro and just run through start to finish, it would be a pretty short game. The fun in Spyro is collecting. And that's why it's fun. Okay, so that is the key that I need to use in that one section. Because these stages are often really short, what I'll end up doing is I'll end up also clearing the next world's home base. And the next one is Dreamweavers, which is not a very easy world. The hub world, I remember having it not... It's a bit of a nightmare sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, another thing. I've been thinking specifically about, you see, there's a bit of a charm to some of the games that we have. The sort of pixel art style in a lot of modern games is, you don't see, like, when people talk about pixel art, if it's a 3D game, most often they just mean... Oh no. There's 15 treasure hidden away somewhere. I have to find that. Very often when people think when they actually mean, like, retro, they mean the textures. And a lot of PS1 games had a pretty decent chunk of textures in them. Like, the issue is when, like, we talk about sort of retro stuff, retro as a concept is really stupid? Yeah, stupid. Stupid is the best word to describe it. Retro, there's no objective meaning of retro. For instance, in the year... Let's take the NES, and we're going to be taking a look at America, because it's the one I understand best, with release date-wise. So, in America, the NES was released in '85, and the PlayStation 2 was released in the year 2000. Now, by the time the PlayStation 2 was released, the NES was considered a retro console. However, today, 2022, at the time of filming, the PlayStation 3 was actually released... Wait, let me see, there's something hiding here. Wait, no. I'm fucked. Yeah, the PlayStation 3 released longer, basically there's been a longer gap between the year 2000 and the NES than has been between today and the PlayStation 3. What I want to say by this is, by that logic, the PlayStation 3 is retro. By which I mean it means nothing. Because retro can kinda have... Oh, I'm blind. Retro can have a lot of meanings, and very often... retro game consoles are kinda... Specifically talking about 3rd gen. Like, 2nd generation, quote-unquote, retro is basically useless to everybody but collectors, because the games don't hold that much value nowadays, except, like, a couple. Solaris is, like, one of the best examples of a game that's still pretty cool. The issue comes with, specifically, other games. In the 3rd generation, there was a lot of really nice games, but also a lot of really terrible games. 4th generation, 5th generation, excluding, like, excluding the 5th generation, I would say there's been a continuous, like, uptick in competence. And, very recently, we've only seen, like, a bit of an issue. Basically, in the 5th generation, the issue which came was some games were kinda worse made than the 4th, purely because it was, you know... Yeah, there's, first of all, here, before I get to that, there's that big cannon, and it turns people either big or small. You need to hit them when they're small. Basically, the issue that we're seeing in the 5th generation is how a lot of companies had to turn their 2D character into a 3D one. Some fared well, some fared poorly. This is a very good example of a made-to-be 3D character. And he fares extremely well. Wait, where is he? Yeah, what do you do? No, I don't want to go there. I want to go over here. I had a feeling there was something hiding. Okay. So, first of all, let's talk to Mazzy.
The fools you see in this world are invincible, but that does not mean they shouldn't be attacked.
Sounds all right to me.
Right. So, as you can see, what do you do? Wait, did he... What? Yeah. Oh! He lowered that, and I did it through a completely different strategy. Oh well. Anything behind here? No. Okay. Back to the topic. We've also seen a bit of a problem with, specifically, like, lately. Roughly by the time, like, let's say, I would say the proper stop year was, like, 2007, 2008. We've seen a sharp decline of, something which people colloquially call AA studios. Studios, essentially, that are not quite AAA, but not quite, you know, indie. And we've recently seen a resurgence of a different sort of thing, which is, you know, the sort of AA publisher, where you have a company which takes a bunch of indie games and publishes them instead of indie games being self-published, kind of like, you know, something like Minecraft was back in the day. Ah, okay. Now we need to wait for them to, wait, I'll do that later. Yeah. We've seen a bit of a problem, though, because there's a large gap in the market where previously you had AA games, which aren't really made anymore because they're too difficult to be made, like open world games, for instance.
Welcome to the Dreamweavers, young one. While chasing Gnasty's minions in this world, you must expect the unexpected and prepare for what is not there.
That's kind of stupid. But basically, yeah, we've seen... Oh no. Hey, at least I respawn over here. So basically, we've seen a sharp increase in, like, how many, like, you know, in how many graphics people need. Basically, back in the day, people were happy with Spyro. Nowadays, people see this and think, what the fuck, this looks like a PlayStation 1 game. To which you tell them, yes, it is. However, that doesn't mean it's, you know, potentially a bad thing. If you would have... Oh, fuck. If you would have released a game today, which looked like it was made in the year 2000, however, it played, like, you know, with all the polish of a game which is so experienced as a modern one, you would definitely end up, like, having a successful-ish game. You see, at the end of the day... Wait, I think... Are you gonna shoot them? No, you aren't, bastard. We've seen a bit of a resurgence with how that ended up functioning. Where nowadays people are again going the whole graphics don't matter, graphics do matter. You see people like bringing up like indie retro styled games, and you see people bringing up like AAA masterpieces.
Hello, Spyro. Nicely done. I'll be done when I've toasted that Gnasty Gnorc.
Like, I mean, it's kind of like with a lot of, I guess, trends online, whereas very often you semi-simultaneously have people arguing over A, is the game going to, like, oh yeah, well, this game is better because it has high-fidelity graphics. No, this game is better because it has retro-styled graphics. And just like with many arguments on the internet, it's a circle, and you're never gonna get the actual competent answer because people on the internet aren't very smart. There was a video floating around on Reddit on r/kidsareffuckingstupid of two children, like, arguing in a circle, basically, for, like, a solid 2 minutes. And, that argument was basically every online argument ever. And I would like to mention that it did really, really remind me of Reddit. This hits only one of them at a time. Okay. They stay small, I think. Oh well. You know, in treasure, we should be on track. Mainly, though, the problem that we have reached is a technical one. High fidelity... Oh my god. So basically, high fidelity graphics take a lot longer to make than simple graphics. However, very often, you know, graphics don't matter that much. It's sort of like a selling point to a lot of people. And yeah, a lot of people like having their games look really nice. Wait, what? Oh, look. Interesting. But, yeah. I mean, it's not like that really matters. You're never gonna change the mind of somebody who prefers graphics over gameplay. You can say they're stupid, but that's just gonna make them even angrier. And they're not really stupid, are they? It's just something they enjoy. But yeah, slight tangent aside, I'll see you next time where we deal with the roughly first Fallen Order, which is Dark Passage. See you then. Goodbye.